Each year, the festival witnesses an increase in the number of Arab films being screened. This year, our reporters caught up with a few of the Moher Arab filmmakers. Let's take a look.
Well, Family Album is a collective documentary, meaning by that there is 4 different filmmakers, and the film includes 4 stories divided in 4 chapters.
مع كمشة حرية وحنان ابتسامة صادقة بزين طبختي بزينتي يلي بحبها لمساتي الأخيرة بلدية مجمع من أمكنة ما فيها خوف وما إلها حدود.
We came up with this idea to make a collective documentary to give a new image maybe and to ask new questions about the identity questions in the Arab world, and that's what we decided to work with several filmmakers. It was also a way to show that there is in the Arab world people working in many different styles of filmmaking, and even in the documentary field, but somehow raising and being interested in the same questions.
Well, the whole process of the film was to talk about ourselves, but to serve one project, one film, one big film. That's what happened. So there's no. I'm from Tunisia, but there's no country in these films. Each one is talking about his own story in his own family or in his own intimate issues. And so coming to Dubai was also really kind of getting all together also as part of this world and part of the Arab world in general.
صلاف بو همي هوالان و سپاس بو حکومت دبی ام دعوه کرین في استقبالات دبی يعني بدولتي فيلم من يسلويت از بجدار بما دي استقباله ده و اف فيلم هنه مش جروك دست بيك اف جروكات زبرتن بو كوچوا مروف ج نابینا برین جان ده که کسک برخدانی بکتن و بجیتن کسک ج تابیت لاندکه که چیت کرد بزرگه که دست به که او ما چروک نویسیا و سیناریوه و پیشنیگی ریوبریا سینما دهو که هاری کاریا میکردن که از وی فیلمی بیگ بینم و الگل حوال من استافی استباسی حماد کم همیشه او حواله بین جارا اکی بین بومش تجربه اکی بین من کار سینما دف کار کرد و یک سپاسی من حماد کن و فيلم من راسي مهدا زحمت بيبديتن كو زانن لجامع كردستان هناكي نخواشي مثلا زبستان آمد دجوار بي ناف بفريوانا و هفيت كمجك روجن بين ام فيلم باشتر چه بكن پشتوانيا حوالان و ريوبريا سينما دوك و حكومت آمد كردستان و سپاسیا حکومت دبی کنیم که اف بیستوالا هنه از بجدا بی بیستوالا که بی رنگی بیستوالا که نف دولتی بی بومن راستی تجربه که ایکی بی و ادبینم اف بیستوالا دبی بیستوالا که پیشکتن الآسیا حمیه و بیستوالا که جه خدایا و ما راستی جمع حوالن باش دیتن و ما فیلم دیتن که سالم بین بوم بیستوان بین ما باری بخواهی که سالم بین ام فیلمت باشتر چیکن و که بیستوالن وی رنگی ام بشدار بین. سپاس بهر عليك.
كان أحمد صلاح أبوالي تهديد أعبوه فلشت البيت على راسنا وقال لي خلال 48 ساعة راح تنقتل.
فمن يجي مسدس تبدأ مرحلة الصراع بينه وبين نفسه، فيضرب نفسه طلقة ويتعوق. يخابر صديقه يقول له أنا حلت مشكلتي، أي سفارة بالعالم هسه راح تقبلني وتقبل لجوئي، فيقول له راح انتظرك بفلان مكان. فيطلعون يلتقون بصحراء. يخابر صديقه يتصل بي اللي كان مواعده انه يروح للسفارة الأمريكية، فيقول له أنا كلش آسف انه هذا الشخص اللي حكيت لك عليه طلع يشتغل مترجم ويا الامريكان، واصلا موضوع لجوء ماكو. فلهنا ينتهي الفيلم ويموت هذا الشخص. تفاصيل الفيلم والتصوير 4 أيام تصوير، إنتاجه $1500. بعت كاميرتي الشخصية وبعت لابتوبي حتى ننتج الفيلم، وهذا الرقم يعني ما يصلح لإنتاج فيلم سينمائي، بس إحنا العراقيين نحلم ولازم نوصل لأحلامنا. وهاي أول تجربة لي سينمائية، وأول تجربة لي بمهرجان دبي انقبلت. مراحل التصوير كانت صعبة لأن كانت ما عندنا موافقات، فكنا نبتعد عن عيون الجنود والحرس. في يوم من الأيام اعتقلونا وما أعرف شلون طلعنا.
Buonasera, ho 26 anni, sono nato e cresciuto a Firenze e da come parlo, dal mio accento avrete capito che questa è la mia città.
Quando avete fatto l'ultimo rinnovo del permesso di soggiorno?
2 anni fa.
La crisi c'è, non ce la siamo inventata noi.
11 mesi che non si riscuote, ragazzi. Datemi mezza lira per campare.
Tra 4 giorni io e la mia famiglia dobbiamo lasciare l'Italia e tornare in Algeria. Siamo stati espulsi.
Respinti.
E tornare è un termine che io non comprendo, perché io in Algeria non ci sono mai stato.
Se non ha un lavoro non ha diritto al permesso di soggiorno.
Tornate nel vostro paese di merda! Tornate!
Non è possibile che ci chiedano di andare via. Questo è il nostro paese, cazzo!
Mi chiamo Said Mahran e sono italiano, come voi.
It's About to Rain is a film set in Italy. It talks about Said Mahran, a second generation Italian, whose father loses his job and who is forced after that event to leave the country. So Said Mahran is a very strong, very stubborn character and decides that he won't settle for that Italy is his country because he was born there and he wants to stay there. So a whole legal battle starts where Said tries to stay in the country. It was a very exciting film to make, very intense production period. We shot for 6 weeks in Italy, and we worked a lot with the actors to try and bring out very, very powerful performances. It's great to be at DIFF because this is such a multicultural city, so there are a lot of people of mixed origins who can relate to this film, and I'm personally very attached to this festival because all my films have screened here, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing what the audience's reaction will be in our second screening on Saturday.
الفيلم يتكلم عن 3 شخصيات في الصحراء، أحدهم مصور، 2 الآخرين مدفونين. المصور يريد أخذ صورة لل2 الآخرين. بشكل عام المصور يأخذ السيارة، يبتعد عنهم ويتركهم في الصحراء، فيبقى 2 في الصحراء مدفونين، فيدور بينهم حوار قصير وينتهي الفيلم مدته 5 دقائق.
Day 2 of the film festival began with a forum on how to successfully export local and Arab content. Panelists included industry professionals. The forum was moderated by Vijaya Cherian, Senior Editor, Broadcast Pro, ME. Let's have a look. Day 2 of the 9th Dubai International Film Festival at Medina Jumeirah commenced with a forum on how to successfully export local and Arab content against the backdrop of an evolving broadcast industry. Panelists included Peter Einstein, Deputy Chief Executive Officer Rotana, Khambatta Ameen, General Manager, Guru Productions, to name a few. The seminar was moderated by Vijaya Cherian, Senior Editor, Broadcast Pro ME.
For us, a success is not just about taking a film to a festival, it's just about training the skills, teaching them the skills through our community members.
Celebrating 100 years of Indian cinema, the festival screened an eclectic range of fresh new films by Indian filmmakers. We caught up with a few of them.
It's probably my most favorite country to go so, and that is because the audiences might be the most passionate in the world, at least those who I know. And I find that Indian cinema is full of surprises each and every year.
Director है क्या?
हाँ, director हूँ, बिल्कुल।
On the fourth day of the Dubai International Film Festival, an industry panel on New India film reality took place. Panelists Ashim Ahluwalia, Saurav Sarangi, Rajkumar Yadav, Nishtha Jain, Joy Matthews and Anand Gandhi were present. We got a chance to catch up with them and talk to them about their upcoming movies.
Actually, taking the extracts from different regions.
You mentioned that you would rather be known individually as a filmmaker rather than being clubbed with other Indian filmmakers. But don't you think it can sometimes help you put on a pedestal or promote you as a filmmaker?
So I don't have a problem doing that if I'm in a forum like this where there are other filmmakers who are outside the system. But I don't want to be clubbed with a certain kind of Bollywood independent multiplex film because I don't think I make that. So I just think that that's not what I do. I feel closer to people that are working really off mainstream and documentary spaces, people that are working regionally in other parts of India.
We first met up with Mr. Anand Gandhi, who directed Ship of Theseus. Let's have a look at that.
It seems to take the audience through a sort of a philosophical journey in some sense. So could you talk to us about that aspect of your film as well?
Yeah, for me, the philosophical paradigm is a very important aspect of a film. The worldview, the perspective that the film is dealing with or exploring or engaging with is something that I really watch films for.
Critically acclaimed film Miss Lovely is also being screened. Let's have a look what the movie is about from its director Ashim Ahluwalia.
So it's a story of two brothers that make C-grade sex horror movies in Bombay in Bombay in the mid-80s. I studied in the States in New York and I moved back, and then I saw a lot of these posters for these sex horror movies, and I thought, well, that's interesting because these guys are working in the industry, but in a way they're outsiders like myself, and they're working in this extremely rebellious, almost illegal kind of way, and I thought I was very attracted to that.
Saurav Sarangi's documentary about the emotional pain of a 14-year-old is another movie that is being eagerly anticipated at the festival this year.
I brought this film called Chor, The No Man's Island. It got selected in Dubai Film Festival. It deals with a border that exists between two countries, India and Bangladesh. The border was fixed on a river. You can fix a border, but you cannot fix the river. River keeps moving, so do the people who live by the river. It's their story, their dislocation and finding new homes. And I found a boy called Rubel. It's his real life story.
Next, we caught up with Rajkumar Yadav, the main lead of Shahid.
Which Shahid Azmi, I could absolutely relate to him. And when I got the film, and I had no idea about who Shahid Azmi was before I got the film. I signed the film. So the more I got to know him, the more I realized that somewhere his and my thinking was same. He didn't believe in any religious thing. I'm quite the same thing. Like, he works for people who were not able to help themselves. So somewhere we connected in that way.
Another interesting story comes from the region of Bundelkhand in India, conveying a group of women's fight against oppression. Let's hear it from the director Nishtha Jain.
What is it about Gulabi Gang that prompted you to make a film on them, a documentary?
Especially the location where they come from, Bundelkhand, which is, it's a country of bandits, and this is also where women are really badly oppressed. Thousands of women are killed every year, sometimes for dowry, sometimes for no reason at all. And
And in this area, such strong group of women to emerge in itself is fascinating. Number two, most of the women are uneducated. So they are self-made and they have this sort of brand of homegrown feminism, which we may have certain issues with. But what is interesting is that it's a sign of life, one, and the fact that wherever there's oppression, women are reacting against it. So that means feminism is living. Yeah.
Thank you so much. It was such a pleasure talking to you.
Why are so many Arab films not being shown in the region? Or do regional distributors struggle with how to market them? These were some of the questions answered by an industry panel discussion on distribution in the Arab world and overcoming the obstacles. Here's a glimpse of the forum. Day 3 of the 9th Dubai International Film Festival at the Medina Jumeirah commenced with forums about marketing and distribution in the Arab world. The latter focused on the obstacles that Arab films face in terms of distribution and marketing in the region and about how European initiatives can help rectify these obstacles. Panelists included Valerio Caruso, team leader RMSU Euromed, Nadia Eliavat, producer When Mona Lisa Smiled, Jamal Al-Sharif, Chairman DTFC, to name a few. The forum was moderated by Catherine Buresi, consultant European film market.
Not only here in the Gulf area, but in general in the Arab world itself. The past 9 years, DIFF has played a big role on putting the platform and giving the opportunity to the local filmmakers and as well as the Arab world filmmakers to promote as much as possible. Not only in this region, but throughout the region, even go international. We came in as media city, maybe more on developing the infrastructure or a studio city.
We're nearing the end of the 9th Dubai International Film Festival, and what a week it's been. From the red carpet to celebrating 100 years of Indian cinema and catching up with the Moher Arab filmmakers, Manipal Dubai TV brings you a compilation of all the exciting events that took place at the film festival this year. Here's a glimpse of all that we covered.
Hi, my name is Ali Mustafa, the Emirati film director, and keep watching Manipal Dubai TV.
Hello, my name is Adil Hussain, and I would like you to keep watching Manipal Dubai TV.
Hi, I'm Kristen Davis, and you're watching Manipal TV.
Hi, I'm Suraj Sharma. I play 16-year-old Pi in the movie Life of Pi, and keep watching Manipal Dubai TV.
Hi, this is Malaika, and keep watching Manipal Dubai TV.
Keep watching Manipal TV. Remember, always.
That's about it from the film festival this year.
We hope to catch you next year at the 10th edition of the Dubai International Film Festival. Till then, keep watching Manipal Dubai TV.